All right, Dark Wolf, what's going on? Shalom, shalom. Kevin Scott, good afternoon. Welcome. Shalom, shalom. Nose Little One, how you doing? Vance Buford, blessings, peace and blessings. John Moray, shalom, shalom. Myra Dillahunty, hello, how you doing? All right, man. Looks like the notification went out. Joe Berlin, welcome, welcome. Happy Friday, everybody. Or the 6th day, going into the 7th day in a few hours. Making sure. All right. Love you too from Nashville. All right. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and get started then. It's Brian Anthony with Beyond Babbitt, reporting for duty. Rodney McCray, peace and blessings, brother. All right. Brian Anthony with Beyond Babbitt, reporting for duty. Shalom, everyone. Good morning, evening, afternoon, whatever it is. Good night, whatever it is when it reaches you today. Guys, this thing is serious. I heard some information the other day. It's been about to be something happening. The first line of dominoes are supposed to have been falling over. This is on the border with the Kashmir region with India and Pakistan. There was supposed to be heavy fighting, and there was supposed to be, I don't know how true that is. I haven't been able to find that anywhere. Everything is in total darkness. All the news coming from that area, you can't find out anything. So India did take away the special status of the Kashmir region. Basically, India is going to annex that whole area. Fifth world. How you doing? How you doing? So basically, it's like that area was being claimed by Pakistan and being claimed by India, and they were just, wasn't no trouble. They didn't, not enough residents there, so they just basically left it alone, just put it to the back of the, it's one less problem we have to deal with. Well, not anymore, since China's trying to build the OBOR through that area, the One Belt, One Road, the new Silk Road. Pakistan wants to claim it, so India wants to claim it. So now they're fighting over it. And because China's going to get it, they're going to pay somebody for it. They need to get the pipeline through, they need to get the road through, all of this type of stuff. So they're fighting for it. Modi is not the same as all the other Indian leaders. He's not a pushover. He wants to be a superpower. They got the spacecraft and some astronauts or cosmonauts or whatever they call them on the moon now. They fourth nation to ever go to the moon, so they tell us, so they say. So we're looking at the U.S., Russia, China, and India. They claim that's all that's ever been. So with that said, let's go over what we do know is happening, and it's still being quiet. The little fat kid fired off some more rockets, and it was right before the scheduled start of the annual U.S.-South Korean war drill, military drill. Buffering? Oh, man. Yeah, Courtney Bell, I'm full of bars over here, man. Full of bars. I'm talking about, looks like I'm moving well. So there may be certain areas or certain things I'm saying they want to block, like it's a total mainstream media blackout, or should I say lame. It's good guys on the moon from what I know. Well, we don't know. There's a movie about it. I saw something, I can't remember the name of the movie. But the U.S. went up to the moon, and the Nazi troops were there from 1940s. And so they were having a little battle on the moon, trying to take over the moon, see who can take control of the moon or whatever. Iran has come out with their own version Yeah. Iran has come out with their own version of the Russian S-300 missile system. I think Iran was using it, or they had some type of access to it. Well, maybe they reverse engineered it because Iran has their own version of the S-300 system, and they're using it now. Okay. India has come out with their own surface-to-air missile defense system, and it's supposed to be pretty good. It's supposed to have supposed to have jamming capabilities to where no one can hack it. Uh, because all of them are now satellite guided, and people could hack into it and misguide it. Send it somewhere else or throw it off track. India's supposed to have safeguards to where it can't be hacked into. So India's coming on. They're trying to be a first class superpower, world class power. They're coming out with all kind of stuff. So we don't know how good their missile defense system is. We know that right now, I would say the two best in the world would be the Russians and the Israelis, and I would say the S system is better. The Russians, because they have the S-200, 300, 400, 5, 6, and 700. We've only seen up until the 400. We did, Devil Dog. We did. We recently tested a surface-to-air missile as well. And, we had the THAAD system. We have the Patriot system. We don't know which one they tested. I don't think this was either one of them. I think this is a different one. And Israel also tested something, a joint venture between the U.S. and Israel. So everybody's testing these missiles. Why? You know why. I know why. You know why. We know why. That's why they're keeping it in the dark. That's why they're not telling us what's really going on. Bennett Racing Team, how's it going, brother? Shalom, shalom. So, haven't heard anything because I know I had heard that first India sent 80,000 troops to the border. Then they sent another 100 for a total of 180,000 troops to the border. Now that's big. That's you don't put that many out there and then just say, okay, we were just playing, go home. And like I said, the little fat kid fired off some more missiles right before the start of the U.S.-South Korean joint drill. Yeah, Rodney McCrae, you're right. A large explosion in Russia. And when that happened, it set off a mushroom cloud. It set off a mushroom cloud. And they're saying it was some weapons depot. Well, not every bomb sets off not every weapon or explosion sets off a mushroom cloud. Okay, so we're looking at atomic hydrogen bombs, weapons. You know what? I heard that too. Matter of fact, one of my subscribers was the first who brought that to my attention. I think right at the beginning of the month. It was Rod Fresh and Lotto. 811 is supposed. It's a big gematria number, and I've been hearing a lot of things come out. The comedian guy who's saying, this message is for Sam, like the person, Sam Francisco. I'm going to tell you, stay off the Golden Gate Bridge or we're going to shake it down. And he said something about a harp in there. We're playing harps and all this. So he was sending a message. And it was 811. 811. So I don't know what the crap is going on. All I know is we're expecting a lot of volcanoes to erupt here soon, more earthquakes. And Russia is sending their navy. Russia is now sending their navy to the Strait of Hormuz. The Brits have already sent theirs. The U.S. has sent theirs. And was it China? Of course, India has been escorting the oil tankers back and forth. Yeah, that's him, Dark Wolf. Gilbert Godfrey. And too many ships in the Strait of Hormuz. It's too much room for error. So things are looking ugly. We got a couple of days to the 11th. Weather is still crazy. It's extremely hot in areas it's not supposed to be. It's cool in other areas. Still rain and storms. has been doing some crazy things. The bond market. There are a list of countries. There are over eight countries where the yield curve has inverted, which is bad news. The U.S. Dow Jones, it'll drop like 800 points and it'll come back and finish, almost normal. And of course, silver and gold steadily going high. That's true, Myra. Stay away from our Walmarts. Even though I was just there the other day, I had to do some shopping. CT Rock, what's up, brother? Shalom, shalom. But yeah, they caught another. Something's not right with these shootings at the Walmart. They caught another shooter coming there dressed in camouflage with a rifle. He didn't shoot anybody. I'm buffering in Michigan. Yeah, they don't. It's the information, brother. I guarantee you it's the information. Because I got full bars. I'm moving well here. And they just don't want it to get out. They just don't want this to get out. But I don't trust any of the. Okay, so we had the two shootings. We had the shooting in El Paso. We had the shooting in Ohio. And then, of course, the shooting in Chicago. Nobody's mentioning that because now it's become normal that, you get 60 people shot every weekend in Chicago. And then you had the knife attack guy in California. He killed 4 people. Just had a knife. Just walking by and just got one, got another one, I don't know how many were actually stabbed, but 4 are dead. So they're not talking about banning knives. Why not? Okay. Because these are inanimate objects. A gun, a bullet, a knife. It's going to sit there 5 years, 10 years, 20 years until something moves it. It's not going to do anything on its own. Now, these cars, on the other hand, years back, people run over people with cars. Now, cars, they have autonomous vehicles to where they're like a drone pretty much. Now you can ban that because you don't need a human in there. That car I'm sure somewhere somebody's controlling it, but it's not like a knife or a gun or a bullet. It's not just going to sit there. It's going to move. It's going to do something. It's like it has a life or a mind of its own. And yeah, guys. So I can't stress enough to be vigilant, stay on alert, because they're already they're cutting all the information. Nothing is getting out. It's harder and harder to find news on any of this, on anything that's going down. So this is I say it every broadcast. Been saying it every broadcast for about a week now. This is it. This is it. The food shortage just got worse. And on top of that, China, so Trump went in on all 300 billion left of what we had in the arsenal for the tariffs, for the trade war. That was all the ammo we had left. And China, they did something slick. They dropped their currency so low, so it don't matter how much tariffs or stuff you put on their food, if they drop the prices of it, and they couldn't just mandate, okay, drop this so many percent, drop that. They just dropped the currency. So all of the Chinese goods are priced in the Chinese yuan. You drop the yuan, it makes everybody's currency much stronger than theirs. In other words, it makes their prices look cheaper. So you'd be like, oh, with this US dollar, I can buy a lot of Chinese goods. So instead of, you basically probably just lost the trade war like that, because all they want to move is product in bulk. And they dropped the yuan down so far, so it's probably cheaper than all these countries. So every country is going to go buy from China now because the goods are cheaper. So the tariffs, sanctions didn't matter, or is not going to matter. And appreciate all the likes, appreciate all the thumbs ups. I definitely appreciate that. And thanks to all my new subscribers. Of course, all the content creators here on YouTube are going through an adpocalypse, are going through all kind of censorship and other stuff. You notice a lot of people are not even, whoa. They used to do shows like daily, 4 or 5 times a day. It's getting less and less. It's too much of a headache. I think YT is going to kill itself. It's eating itself right now. Um, Everyone is going to other platforms. I know that's right, Devil Dog. And we're going to the real wars. We're about to get there. I mean, it could be any day now. Yeah, it could get there any day now, man. So the dollar is dead. Silver and gold is rising. The stock market, the bond market, flip flopping. You know, but people still have in their mind that this is normal. You know, normalcy bias. But this is probably the worst we've seen it in over 40 years, and everybody's trying to go to war, and that's not getting out either. It's not getting a lot of coverage because things are happening. But the test of the EMS system, FEMA alert, I believe it, Devil Dog. Lynette Zane is pretty smart. Brian Eatson, what's up? What's up? Peace and blessings to you. Well, so I think we're definitely on a slippery slope, and this crash could be imminent. When it happens, it's going to go quickly, just like when the stock market opens and it tanks 800 points, and they bring it back up and it closes almost even. It's not normal. It's not normal. If it falls that big, it's for a reason. So, as you know, they're ratcheting up all the things on. They want our guns, guys. They're especially going after there's no such thing as an assault rifle. I heard some dummy on the radio the other day we shouldn't have military-style weapons. What military-style weapons? An AR-15? They don't use no AR-15 in the military. AK-47? They don't use that in the military. No, they have civilian versions of those that we use here in the States. Yeah, in the military, most of the weapons are fully automatic. It takes an act of Congress. You got to get all kind of stuff to even get a fully automatic. And then they saying, well, we should have background checks. Duh! Your state don't have a background check? Your city? Shh. There's a federal background check for the entire United States. We already have that. So what are you talking about? And it's talking about, red flag laws. If somebody call and tell it that, you're not a very good person, then they should be able to come and take your gun. They ain't coming to take your knife. They ain't coming to take your car. You see what I'm saying? Nah, everything has an agenda. Yeah, they got to get rid of the guns because that's what you fight back with. Yeah, they don't care about us. They don't want us to have the guns so we can kill each other. We'll kill each other with anything. Sticks and rocks. We kill each other with glass. Yeah, so they don't care about that. They don't want us to have an advantage of being able to escape what they're gonna bring on us, the pain that they're trying to bring, and you can do that with some armed group of people who know how to use them. Yeah, you can set up a trap. You can find a way out. You can find a way in. All that good stuff, and you can just survive. That's what they don't want. Survival. No, they want you to, be at their mercy. And so, again, I have to reiterate, guys, this is it. I don't know how many times I have to say it. This is it. They're blocking everything. You can't even find anything about anything, Venezuela or Puerto Rico or anything else that's happening. There's no news. No news. So that's what they're gonna that they say the revolution will not be televised. It's already been televised. Nobody was paying attention. And it's still going on. And they're still whitewashing it or blackwashing it. Putting it in a black hole somewhere in cyberspace. All the information. You won't know until it gets to your doorstep. Whatever they're doing. They could be bringing the UN in right now. The quote-unquote peacekeeping troops. Or we could be one of those caravans could have paramilitary from other nations' militaries ready to come in and do some things right now. We don't know that we'll never be the wiser. Yeah, I saw that, CT Rock. Yeah, the Walmarts are this, this, this is all a psyop. This is all a psyop. I mean, when you think about it, 500 rounds is not a lot of rounds. It's not a lot of rounds of ammunition. That's what I used to think. I used to think 500 rounds was a lot a long time ago. You know, not anymore. 500 rounds, okay, well, you got something that can keep people off you, but you have to use that sparingly. Now, 5,000 rounds is a little more comfortable, and that's still not a lot depending on what you're. It's going to get so chaotic. I mean, if you don't hear gunshots in your city every day, like now, you're going to start hearing them soon. Exactly, Dark Wolf. Dark Wolf. And especially if you have, everybody wants to have the extendos, extended clips, or they ain't using nothing with the 8-round magazine anymore. That's obsolete. It's 10 or more. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 100 rounds. And that's going to go so fast. That's 2 minutes worth of shooting, that's gone. You got to reload. In probably less than 2 minutes. So you see how quickly that can happen. And so we need to be self-sustainable. Self-sustainable. Us, our friends, our family, our businesses. And we need to relocate. We need to be around Glock 19 with extendo, 31 rounds. Yeah. Oh, yeah, they got it. They even make the Glocks now to where you can put drums on them. Yeah, they got drums, like a circle drum that you slide in there, and it's 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 8. Yeah, exactly. And then they got the ARs. They got a double drum on each side, 50 on each side, 100 round. And I mean, they got it for everything, man. So even shotguns now can get extended mags. So yeah, 30 rounds is nothing anymore. If that's all you got, that's all the bullets you got. If you have a 30-round clip, that's nice. Or a magazine, that's nice. But if you only got 30 rounds to your name, you're in trouble. You need a few zeros after that. You need just to be comfortable in what's going to go down. Exactly, CT Rock. Time to start stocking up on ammo, magazine. They're going to try to limit it, like, quickly. They already trying to pass stuff to tomorrow. Oh, it's already waiting. Just come and sign it. Well, how'd you get it ready so fast? Yeah, 20-round drum shotgun. How'd you get the bill ready so fast to limit this stuff? Unless you were the one sending them people in there to do it. And what's so funny about the one in Texas, El Paso, that guy's mother already has attorneys dropping statements saying she called the police or FBI or something in advance, asking them, he has an AK-47, is that legal? Okay. Why? Okay, and then they say the guy didn't even live with his mother. He lived with his grandparents. All these are red flags. And then the police are saying, since you say that, now they're looking for the call. They said, we don't have any record of you calling. She said, well, I didn't leave my name. I didn't leave a message. Well, why all of a sudden you bringing this forth now then? You didn't leave your name. It wasn't important enough for you to leave your name and tell them, oh, I'm calling about my son. My name is so-and-so. He got an AK-47. Is that legal? Nah, it's not. Who's paying for this woman's lawyer? Why didn't your son live with you? If you care so much about him, why was he living with his grandparents? And said, did y'all have a good relationship? And the first thing you do is get lawyered up? Well, why would you be? He's an adult, right? Shouldn't have anything to do with you. And then he didn't even live with you. So, yeah, I think it's some MK Ultra stuff going on. Manchurian Candidate. This stuff is not. These people are being programmed, and I would advise everyone, if you have a 4G TV, a plasma screen, a big screen, get rid of that mess. The programming comes through the frequency on the television. Oh, Dark Wolf, me too. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, man, my condolences to you. I lost all mine too, right? I'm just not going to report them just in case I find them and I've reported them. Then they'll come get me and say I made a false report. So I'm still keeping my eye out. I may be able to recover some of mine. You know, doubt it. I highly doubt it. The way things are ramping up now, man, we'll be good to get through August without any more incidents. And I doubt that. They're going to ramp this thing up so fast. They're going to ramp this thing up so fast. The hunt, yeah, I think that's based on reality, Bennett Racing Team. That's just like a reverse of Purge. Instead of the poor people, you know, getting to go to the rich neighborhood and hunt the rich people are going to hunt the poor people. But that's what they got the Purge for us, and they got the hunt for them. They're going to be going on simultaneously. We're going to be hunting each other. And that's for everybody who they don't take your firearm, because they want you to turn it in. They'll even offer you $50 to buy it back from you. $50, 50 whole dollars. And if you don't sell it or turn it in, they're coming for you. That's that. They're coming. So this thing is getting ugly. This thing is getting ugly. A lot of the unions that these countries had with each other, defense pacts and all this stuff, falling apart. Shalom, shalom. New alliances are being formed, and people are backstabbing. This thing is gonna go out of control. It's gonna go out of control. I mean, like I said, we'll be lucky to get through this month without the wheels falling off. And they'll probably, you know, YT will probably demonetize this video as they did all, you know. They keep doing it. I gotta keep telling it. Well, Daryl Pouliot, how you doing? Shalom, shalom. So, it's not looking good. That's all I can say. It's not looking good. All right. God bless you too, D. Well, appreciate it, Dark Wolf. I'm trying to make a difference, man. I'm trying to make a difference. I'm trying to stay on my purpose. I'm trying to stay focused. I want to get out the city, but I don't know if it's time for me to get out right now. I'm focused on my business right now. I'm trying to build, because I want all of y'all's kids to be able to get away from the plantation. Hong Kong, it's going down. And them people fighting back. China's gonna send in the military. They darken it, they blacken it out over there too. They don't want to see what all's gonna happen, but they don't care about, China doesn't care about casualties, civilian casualties. That's communism. Yeah, people have to die. We need to unite. I agree. I agree. We have to first come out of the board. We still got people who still eating